Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Um, I think I've done a reading for you before, but I don't remember for sure. So I like to give you my little spiel, kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. And they'll go, oh, I know what he's talking about. This is, and I just had this happen. A reading I did 6 months ago, somebody just came back and said, hey, that thing you said, it just happened. Sometimes it takes time. They don't waste their energy. There's always a reason for whatever they say or show. Anyway, this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. So sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He's not going to give me he's not going to give, I'm muttering, sorry. He's not going to give me a lot of details, probably, because details are none of my business. But he'll give you just enough so you should know what he's referring to. So he wanted me to start off with pulling a card, which they've done a lot lately, but he wants me to show you my shirt first. Don't judge me until you've flown a mile on my broom. And the card that he picked, and I shuffle until he tells me to stop. He actually picked this card. Surrender the drama. Goes along with him wanting me to show you the shirt. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. I don't know if it's you or him, but I feel like it's getting freaking mad. Like boiling mad. Don't surrender to it. Don't surrender to somebody else's drama. Don't. I feel like he's mad. Is somebody harassing you over something about him leaving or something about his things or something about him passing? He says, don't surrender to the drama. Step back. Let him have it. Let him go at it. So, well, he's making me think it's big drama. Light little sage. He said it's not worth it. Sit back and watch and wait for karma, which is something I've done my whole life, even before I. Sorry, I got a fire going here. Get out. Damn. Even the fire was a little wound up there, a little out of hand. Even before I learned this stuff, I learned many, many, many years ago that if I just sit back and watch, the universe, karma, will take care of it, and I don't have to lift a finger. I'll let the universe do it. They'll get theirs. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting your own karma over something that the universe is going to take care of. Okay, he says, that picture that you sent me of him, he says, I looked very upset, very, it's not, he said, not in pain, but very sad. He said, but that wasn't for me. That was for you. That was what I was feeling for you. It's not that I was hurting. It's not that I was mad. No, I wasn't happy. Just kind of pauses, but I didn't like what you were having to go through. I didn't like what you had to go through around you. I didn't like you having to watch me. Okay, now he's showing me he's jumping rope. Whether he's literally physically jumping rope or he's just doing it to show you he can do this, he can jump, he's not tripping on the rope, he has a smile on his face. He's saying, I love you, mama, I love you, mama, as he's jumping the rope. I love you, mama, I love you, mama, I love you, mama. Listen for the sound of, you know what a jump rope's. Does anybody even jump rope anymore? Jump rope, you know how when it hits the ground, hits the floor, whatever, that thump, thump, or even him jumping up and down. And usually they'll show it real big for me. But that just means they're trying very hard. So you may just hear a little thunk, thunk, either the rope or his feet, his shoes. You should hear that every so often. Normally, it doesn't happen in the same room. If you're looking right at it, you won't hear it. If you're sitting in the, okay, he's showing in the living room and in your bedroom. Or even if you dream about hearing the thump, thump. Normally, it doesn't happen when we're in the same room. It's like when they make a noise, it's usually like when you're walking out of the room or you go sit down in a chair in the other room. I don't know why. It just seems to be the way it is. Could not have taken care of me any better than you did. You are a perfect angel. Okay, I'm not exactly for sure what he means by this, but he says, let them bite nuts. I think he's wanted to say, let them bite my nuts. Were you softly humming to him, humming like maybe even a lullaby as he lay there in his bed before he left? Or maybe you did that quite frequently. He heard you. Some people didn't think I was all there, but I heard you. I heard you, Mom. I still hear you. And I promise you 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you. Talk to him all you want to. He has heard you say something about my baby boy, that's my baby boy. It's not fair. He said, I heard you, Mom. And I'm fine. I don't want to live like that. That wouldn't be fair to me. Or you. I don't want you to have any guilt about that. Because I didn't want it. That's what you and other people wanted. That's not what I wanted. Also, I'm trying to get them. There's a little bitty light. It's a cat ball. It's just a cat toy, but it lights up. So when they get their energy around it, they don't even have to move it. They can light it up. So I'm working on getting these guys to start doing that. If you get one of these cat balls, they're like $4 on Amazon. If you can find one. Usually they come in packages of more. Get a cat ball. They're cheap. You push the little button, you set it down. and ask him to touch it. I can't guarantee it's going to happen, but we use it so much, like when we go into the haunted houses and stuff, and we actually communicate by yes and no questions to whoever's there. But my house is so cleansed, and even though I've invited them in for this, I still can't get them to touch the ball. Working on it. But it's something you could try. Don't know what he means about this either. It's about the hairy end of a gut. I have no freaking clue. I don't think I want to know. I love you, Mama. Don't cry for me. I'm still your baby boy, just in a different form. You were a blessing to me, and you did take good care of me. Better than you think. He kind of bows down. He says, I'm honored to be your son. Please don't think I'm sad. Okay. He's saying you've done some kind of a good grief, memorial for him. He's not specifying if it's at the cemetery or in your home, both. Maybe I'm seeing both because you've done both. Whatever you have at home, take that, get a cat ball, put it there, and I'll tell you, even though the things don't light up most of the time, because they won't unless it's activated by somebody, the batteries go dead pretty quick. But put it by his memorial stuff. And then just asking questions. Yes or no questions. They can't, they're not going to answer in a sentence. They're going to answer because it's going to light up. We do light up for yes. Do it. Darn it. So anyway, so he knows about the memorial. He knows there's a special spot for him in the house. He's very, do I want to say reverent about it? Very solemn, very, that's not the right words, very in awe. And he said when he left, he was surprised at some of the people that he thought really disliked him that actually shed a tear for him. He said he would have never known because he really thought some of those people didn't like him. He said, but I am so full of love now. I am so surrounded by love now. It's nothing like that up here. And I'm at peace. Total and complete peace. And I think you need to know that, Mama. I think you need to know that more than signs. You need to know how at peace I am. And no pain, because the only pain that we have is in the body. And I don't need that anymore. I hope you forgive me for being so grouchy. And I want you to forgive yourself. Let go of the fact that you think you could have saved me. Let go of that. So I want you to forgive yourself, even though you really don't have anything to be forgiven for. you are beating yourself up over something that couldn't be changed, wouldn't be changed. So when you forgive yourself, you'll be more at peace. And I'm going to try to help bring you some peace and love because there's so much up here. There's plenty to share because I love you, Mama. And I want to see you happy. With that, he's going to leave. He is so full of love for you. I wish I could describe to people what I feel. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Mwah.